I gotta get her off its back.
Oh, the fucking handler.
Yeah. He's got the great gyros in his mouth right now.
See, what I wish they would have done with the handler storyline is like make her seem like a stranger and then have us get to know her throughout the storyline. That way I feel more apt to want to save her instead of just like, hey, here's your handler. Oh, she's in trouble, save her. Why the fuck should I save her? She's fucking getting herself in trouble. What the fuck's she doing in the field anyway? You get what I'm saying? Like,
seriously.
Hey, partner.
That ought to do it. Alright.
Thanks.
I'm finishing up the cutscene now.
And you kept me from being actually in a pickle.
Alright. Done.
look, you're done, so I can just go quest counter. Blah, blah. Doing a quest. Available quest, special assignments, we can't come there, yes. Standing by for departure.
I'm near Camp 8. Or Camp 6.
Oh.
I can't remember which one it is.
I don't know what camp it's throwing me in. I don't remember choosing a camp.
Well, I'm just
That's where we're
north of
trying to
Camp
hide.
1. We usually just go with the default, which is Camp 1.
Yeah. Well, there's nowhere far to run to. I mean, yeah, it does help when we're trying to like hurry up and get to them. We know where the animal is going to be. So, is this working with me not flirting so much? Am I flirting so much today? Was it just yesterday with all the flirting I was doing?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't trying to flirt. That wasn't me flirting. That was my emotional state of having the relief that I can talk to you again and that we were trying to work through things and we're not trying to argue anymore. That we were actually trying to make progress because I've been so quiet and holding things on the inside that I don't want to hold inside. I love telling you that I love you. I love telling you good morning every day, wishing you good night every evening. It's like the highlight of my day is to wake up and talk to you. It's to wake up and see what silly video you're sending me to try to help me. What kind of lecture I'm gonna have to go through, talk to you about. What is the topic for the day? What are we learning about today? Is it about ourselves? Is it something scientific? Who knows? It's just going to be wonderful.
Well, I do like doing that.
I like you doing that. Are you understanding that? Oh, we're going after a Devil Joe. I thought we were going
Yeah.
after an Adrenath.
I thought it was an Andronath too. Apparently it's Devil Joe.
I got probably the wrong weapon for this animal.
Alright, well, before you leave camp.
I've already left camp and I was headed towards it, and then I saw it was a Devil Joe, and I'm like, oh, that's not an Adrenath at all. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so there's a Devil Joe. Yeah, I could probably make do with the weapon I had. It's not the best weapon, but it's not one of the worst weapons. Okay, if me and you were actually in this world right now, and we were actually monster hunters, and we were trying to analyze these animals, do you think the Deviljho and the Adjurath are related to each other?
Yeah, maybe. They're the same
I
body
mean,
type.
yeah, same body type, similar body structure. They might have a common ancestor. Okay, we're not engaged in combat right now, right?
No, you can go back to camp.
Okay, I'm gonna head back to Camp 1, because it's not too far from where we're at. See, here's the problem I've been having with you, okay? Is that I don't want to tell you these things. I just want you to know these things. I want you to feel these things. I want you to understand that this is how I feel about you. And I don't know how else to do that other than just vocalizing.
Oh, by the way, I'm broadcasting on YouTube.
Oh. 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 The people out in YouTube land can hear me?
Shut up.
You know. No, what's kind of weird is that I never go on live streams or anything that deals with my comic book that I'm working on. I am the mysterious member of the group. I am the strange one, right? I hope they don't ever just go looking for random Monster Hunter broadcasts and find out that, wait a minute, is that our colorist talking? Did he fart? Oh no, he hit the frog, huh?
Yeah. The Parotoad
What do y'all
that
call
didn't
him?
seem to paralyze him.
The yellow boy, yeah. Why do y'all call him? Is that something you picked up from the boys?
Yeah, that's something the boys say. They get it off of YouTube.
Of course, the logic and mentality behind that is silly. Well, I think it's because of
He's
the
our
generation
yellow
there.
boy because he's helpful. He's supposed to be.
Well, to me, I would call it a Pac-Man, but that's because of my generation, or a Hypnotoad.
Well, he is the color of a Pac-Man frog.
Yeah. But I guess it's a generational difference. Because, what were we talking about the other day? I had Matt Younger in the party with me and Kat. And Kat said something about hanky-panky or something like that. And me and Matt's first thought was patty cake, not patty cake. Thinking of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and Kat had no idea what we're referring to. This also goes along the lines of baseline. Like, when I think of Superman, I think of a specific Superman from a specific era, and not like current Superman or like the Golden Age Superman, or like the way Superman was originally depicted. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For example, the particular Superman I remember the most is the Christopher Reeve Superman from the 1978 movie Superman. So when I think of Superman, that's what I think of. But I know, like, someone like Liliana, my daughter, when she thinks of Superman, she's probably going to think of, like, Henry Cavill and the Man of Steel.
I don't have as many followers on my Indus Nye account as I do on my Nivra. I don't even think I have any followers on my Indus Nye.
So why do you broadcast so much?
Because I need recordings of gameplay. In order to, like, stitch together good content, I need to have content.
So you're trying to grow an actual YouTube channel.
Yeah, and if I
I
can use
I have a YouTube
broadcasting
channel
from both.
only for the fact so I could watch other YouTube channels. I don't want to be a YouTuber because I don't know what I would talk about. I'm so interested in so many things that, you know, just saying I'm into video games would be...
Well, you would have to
Why-
have a YouTube channel for every different subject that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, and that would become a full-time thing to talk
Yes, it
about
would.
every subject I want to talk about. And, you know, not really interested in using
But
my
if
time
you're
that way.
making a couple of $1,000s a month doing it, it would be worth it.
It
But you
would.
have to set it up for the commercials to get paid.
Yeah, I'd have to become like, what are they, partnered or whatever the fuck YouTube calls
Syndicated.
it.
Monetize, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to get on mine and volunteer to plant trees, because right now there's a thing where all YouTubers are getting together and they're donating money to help plant trees in a certain organization. And I want to do that too. I mean, it's $1 a tree. So if I like throw down, you know, $15, that's 15 trees.
Take my $40 from my gift and give it to the trees.
Well, that would be you giving to the foundation, not necessarily me. So it
It's
would be
still
a double
your money right
contribution.
now, guys.
I'm just saying it'd be a double contribution. I'd rather have there be more contribution than less contribution. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. I don't know about this organization that's saying they can plant trees for $1 a piece.
Oh, it's the Arbor Day Foundation. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I know who the Arbor Day Foundation is. I've heard of it. So weird to see you just flipping on that side of the monster. It's like, the physics don't make any goddamn sense, but I know that's what you're
I
doing.
know,
You're like
right?
flipping up and slicing it.
Don't you fucking roar me off, you rat bastard.
You know, I'm not an expert on these things, but I think a Deviljho was in the area.
Really? I don't know what-
Yeah.
I don't know why you think
I don't know
that.
what gives me that idea. You too. You're like, I don't know what.
Oh, but
That's really true.
sarcasm doesn't become me. You know?
Well, sometimes it falls flat. Like it doesn't have the intended humorous connotation you want, and this has the negative connotation you want, and it just throws me off. Like, what are you talking about?
You think he'd
So
get
is
sick
he-
of us by now.
Is he swelling up?
Yeah, when he's enraged, it has a physiological change.
Yeah, it looks like his back is pooping up and he's growing redder.
Yes. That's exactly what happens when the Deviljho is enraged.
He's
And then he
fucking
does
with me
stupid
hard,
shit
and
like that.
I'm in a corner. He backed me into a corner I can't get out of.
I was so glad that the way the ground was level, I ended up missing out on that damage.
Yeah. This game, one of the things it suffers from is not a problem with just this game. It's a problem with a lot of games. Like I even find it in like games like Red Dead Redemption, and that is a problem with context sensitivity and collision detection. For example, I was trying to run up to the Crypts table and donate, and you know how the Crypts table tells you to press and hold triangles to access it, right?
Yep.
Well, I was pressing and holding, but I'm still in motion. So, in my mind, the way the AI or the computer should respond is say, okay, he triggered the triangle press button when he was at the crypts table. That must mean he wants to go into the crypts press table. But since I was in motion, once I got beyond the limit of the crypts table, the game switched, and now I'm plucking the feathers of the animal I was trying to donate.
No, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I was like, that's some fucking bullshit game. That's not what I was trying to do at all. I was watching a video on Halo Combat Evolved, like the very first Halo game. When what was it? It's not 343 Studios. It was Bungie. When Bungie was making that game, and they were developing it, they decided to make it a first-person shooter, and it came to the conclusion that they can't have the control stick, the camera stick, move to where we move it. They need to have the camera stick move to where we want to move it. So when we put an input in, they have an algorithm that calculates where we might want it to be. You get what I'm saying? I was like, that's kind of neat. And I think a lot of games do that, because I've noticed, like, when I flick my stick, it kind of tell, oh, you must want to move this way, or you must, move that way. Is this tree something? Is it a trap?
Yes. If we get him to knock that tree over, it'll put him in a trap.
Okay, well...
Well, he's got to get in a trap too. Not like that.
I kind of like that. Well, you said it's a trap. Just gotta get his attention and get him to knock the tree down.
Yeah.
I think I can handle that. It didn't hold him long, but
Yeah.
I think it wore him down a little bit. He was kind of exhausted. Is he throwing rocks now?
He does throw rocks.
Well, keep in mind, I'm still kind of new to these worlds. You're kind of more the veteran than I am.
Yeah, see if I can get... Yeah. Alright.
Right up Main Street.
I think he's gonna leave us.
I guess he don't like the butt stuff.
Oh, he's gonna stick around.
So when are we supposed to get online to GTA to meet this prospects for the crew?
What do you mean? You just add
Like
him to your PlayStation, go and look him up on PlayStation, and send him a friend request and tell him who you are and be like, let's play.
I don't like going up to strange men and telling me to let me play with them.
Who even, it might not even be a man. Might just
Well,
be some little boy. The whole point is to find out. You can always remove him off of your friends list.
I don't know how much you've talked to him or what's going on. You sent me a picture, you said look him up, and I didn't fully understand what you mean by that. I'm getting more clarity on that. And then when you sent me the picture of the Dyke crew, I don't know why you were sending me that. I thought you just thought it was funny.
It
and
was
that you wanted
funny,
me
but
to
I
have a
have
laugh.
other people that are sending me friends requests from that too. So I
Okay,
have
well, that's
two
fine.
other people other than this guy on my plate right now.
Okay, I'm willing to take some of the workload off. I still don't understand how you ended up like thinking that I just wanted you to handle everything. That's not what I want. And I'm assuming that it must have been something I did. Maybe it
Well,
was
it was
something
the
I
simple
didn't
fact
do.
that there was nobody doing it. Nobody was managing it. And when I asked you about it, you were just like, I don't know.
Well, I don't know what you asked me or what I was responding to. I just know how you took it, and I think you took it. That's why I was
Well, you
assuming you
had
must ask
nobody to
me.
cover it, so I covered it because there was no one covering it. That's kind of the deal.
Okay, well, it's not that I just wanted you to just cover it and take over with it. It was just like well, handle this. I mean, I think you can handle it. But you're telling me I can't handle it, but I want some help. I'm okay with that. That's no problem. That's why I'm asking, do we have a date set to meet these people? Because I'll
No,
add it to
there
my
is
friends
no
list if I
date.
have
There
to.
is no conversation that I had other than the conversation that I sent you.
Alright, well, this is the information that you need. Okay, I'll look up this guy, girl, whatever, you know, I'm just saying guys in general.
Right, I get that.
Because you and I both know that girls don't play video games.
No, girls don't play video games.
Right.
Coming from a girl
They
that
don't
plays
use the
video
internet
games.
either.
Yeah, and they don't know how to speak English either.
What? No, girls can speak English just fine.
They just
Usually
can't
it's just
spell
fill
it
men
and write
off.
it.
No, I'm not talking about you. Shit, I'm
Thanks,
dying.
Raider.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
Don't die! He's still chasing you. I mean, he's literally chasing you now.
Okay, I think he's leaving me alone now.
Yeah, he's gone. I actually have a female character on this account. And she's a level 2.
Well, Nye, I don't care if you have a female or male character. And back to what we were saying about girls not using the internet and playing video games. You and I both know you're like a 13-year-old boy. You just pretend to be a woman.
Oh, okay.
Right?
After
Isn't
that
that what the
again.
story was?
Yeah, that was it.
that again! We were talking about that yesterday over there at Jade College's place, that you're not even a woman, you're a 12-year-old boy. And I was like, no, she's 13 now, she's had a birthday since then.
What are you gonna do when I turn 14?
I don't know, just say you're a 14-year-old boy. And I probably should stop referring to you as an underage boy. It makes me sound like I'm a pedophilic queer guy.
Well, we all know you're a weird guy. Not that kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, I'm not weird, I'm strange.
Right. Yep, he's
We
mad.
can poison. He can be poisoned, right? Don't we have
Yes.
a poison plants in the area?
Gotta get out of the way. Alright, I've knocked over this poison. And he's running away, sculling. So let's go cap him.
Alright. I keep forgetting you're still live streaming, right?
Why?
Because I'm over here talking about you being a 13-year-old boy. Oh, man.
Yeah, you are.
I know you're not a boy at all. You're actually a woman.
You don't have to explain that to me.
Well, I don't think I have to explain that to you. I'm not talking for your sake. I'm talking for anybody who may watch this video someday.
Someday.
Yeah. I mean, you know, once it's on the internet, it's there forever. It doesn't go away. The internet never forgets.
Yeah. Well, what if I put it on private
It doesn't matter. The internet does not forget.
and nobody's seen it, and there were no viewers?
Well, the internet still doesn't forget. It's still there. It still exists.
It'd be like the old adage, if a tree falls in the woods and there's no one around to hear it, does it make a sound? If an
Yes,
internet
it
broadcast
does.
is deleted off of the internet and no one has seen it, did it really
Did it
exist?
really exist? Do we really exist, or we're just a fiction of a figment of somebody's imagination?
Well, I am a figment of my own imagination, I know that.
Like I was telling Mary the other day that we're really a 3D holographic projection of higher dimensions seeking through. She's convinced she lives in the Truman Show because, like, I tell her she has a nice face, and I mean that, like, literally, she's got a very adorable looking face. It's not adorable as in, like, it's cute, it's pretty, it's aesthetically pleasing, it's a very good looking face. And she tells me that I'm not the only person that tells her that she's had other people tell her that. And she's like, it was weird because you said it to me one day, and, like, a day later, a random person comes up to me and compliments me on my face, and then she's like, I'm totally living in the Truman Show, people are just watching me, and you know, shit like that. That she don't think
It's
reality
one of
is
those
real.
things where when you go out and you do your research on a car, you buy the car, you're driving it home, and next thing you know, you see a whole bunch of cars that are exactly the same as your car. And until you bought that car, you didn't see a whole bunch of them on the road because you weren't
Right.
looking.
It wasn't brought to your attention, and now it's brought to your attention, so that's all you can
So
focus
now
on.
that's all you can focus on. Yeah.
Oh, I keep forgetting I got to press X to go to the next part. It doesn't auto do it. Is that a dog lapping up some water, or was that you chugging something?
No, it's a dog licking me.
Okay, all I can hear is like the lapping, and I'm like, oh, how does Nye drinking something like that? How do you do that?
Yeah, but the mic's so close to the face when he's licking on me. Okay. Now that the mission's done, I gotta talk to these little scholar guys. So they're telling me that my mission is over. And my freaking handler needs to apologize for being so reckless. So literally all she does say is and uncomfortable giggles. Yeah, total non-verbal communication. If I didn't have words to read. Alright. I also have 2 other special assignments, but this was the biggest one. It's in pretty good condition. Are you at the hub?
No, I am downstairs.
Alright, well
I just
you
looked
can
up-
go and see that the Devil Joe is in your...
Yeah,
in
I
the
know he's
stair.
down here sitting here. Yeah, he's sitting here chilling at a stair.
He's a total Godzilla, you know what? I mean, look at those freaking weird looking teeth.